Week 53 here. I'm Mrparka. Sorry for this loud computer in the background. This won't be up till Saturday. I'm really sorry. My computer crashed and it's still recovering. I barely fixed it. I saved it for the nick of time and it still might crash. So if I'm not around for a while, you know what happened. But my computer's being real loud right now. I can't do anything. Week 53. Here's my review, so I'm really close. It is the movie 100 Tears. My man OD66666 pulled through. I actually heard of this a long time ago, just the title. I didn't know anything about it, but I knew Marcus Koch directed it. He did Rot. And the cool thing about that director is he actually used to, when I was a little kid, I used to look for directors on my computer to bother and be like, hey, blah, blah, blah. And he actually sent me a copy of his movie Rot, and I traded him some tape VHSs. I sent him Shattered Dead, I believe. And he sent me some other ones like Aftermath, and I was 13 years old. He sent me Aftermath and Bloodletting and Bad Taste, and you know I love those movies now. More so Bloodletting, but anyways, Rot was disgusting, full of gore, and so is this one. The plot not nearly as disgusting as Rot, but OD666 was telling me to get this, and I never let me down. This is a great movie. I think it's out of print now. You still be able to find it. I had actually got one copy and it was screwed up, so I got a new one. Brand new one, but this movie is awesome. Basically, it follows the story of a serial killer clown and a couple of basically, you know, the people that make the really cheap newspapers. I can't think of the fake ones. I can't think of any of their names right now. You know, like the Midnight Star, I think it's called this, but really silly shit like Bat Boy Lives and stuff like that. Well, they're tracking down this guy to try to find the story. And let me tell you one thing about this movie is OD66 is right. This movie is super gory. Let me tell you the kill count. 33 people die on screen. I watched this with my mom and my dad, and they were like, whoa, watching the gore scenes. He splits heads open, and they split, no CGI gore. Stomps heads, splits heads, chops heads, and his giant meat cleaver. He's cutting people up. It's pretty awesome. The main characters that are on his tail are really likable, and OD666 is right. They do have good chemistry. I did enjoy the characters. The heavyset guy was really funny. He had me cracking up. Even the girl had me cracking up. Really liked the characters.
If you're gonna rub one out, can I at least watch?
If you did a few of these, you might get a girlfriend.
Well, let's see. There's a sexy girl doing jazzercise in her panties in my living room. So I'd say the only thing we have to do to solidify this relationship is have some crazy monkey sex and we can call it good.
If you did 100 of these, I'd do you in the shower.
If I did 100 of those, you'd have to do me in the hospital.
Really love the gore. The acting's not too bad. The acting's good. The acting's, I enjoy the acting. It's really offbeat, filled with gore, serial killer clown movie, and there's a couple twists in there. There's two giant massacre scenes where he just goes on mad killing sprees and wipes out entire parties. Most of the gore is not CGI, like I said. It's really entertaining gore fest. There's maybe a couple slow parts, but I mean, there's not really that many slow parts. I mean, most of it's just death, or good chunks of it. I mean, I just can't get enough of this. Is straight splatter film. This is one of the goriest films I've ever seen, on the lines of like Tokyo Gore Police and Dead Alive. More like Dead Alive gore though. Yeah, I wish this director would come up with something else. Wish Rot would get a DVD release so more people could see it. I'm pretty sure a lot of people enjoy this one, but I can't thank OD66666 enough for recommending this to a whole bunch of people, because it definitely deserves some cult status, and I really enjoyed it. Anthem Pictures, I'm not sure if I've seen anything else released by them. It's low budget, about a killer clown who's actually pretty creepy looking, They have a couple scenes where he's putting on the makeup and everything. And this clown doesn't just run through and kick everyone's ass like, oh, that makes no sense. He gets hurt a bit in the movie. Although it doesn't make sense how easily he chops people's heads off. But hell, I'm not complaining. When the blood flies, the blood flies. This clown's not prejudiced. He'll kill businessmen, halfway house residents, anyone who stands in his way, partygoers. He's a mad killer clown. The backstory's kind of cool. It's shot in black and white. They show a little insight on the clown. You know, he had to be off his hinges anyways to join a circus and be a giant fat clown. And, you know, getting beat up by the strong man just kind of pushed him over the limits. But, yeah, it's basically kind of a detective tale as well as a gore fest with them hunting him. There's a couple FBI guys in there. One's a complete doucher. But really, the DVD comes with all sorts of features. Sorry, I'm all over the place in this review. Like I said, I had no time to do it. But it comes with a slew of special features I haven't got a chance to watch. And, you know, this is a fun, a little bit of crime type gore fest. One scene I really loved in this movie was there's this cop, and he's walking up to this guy he thinks is sleeping. He's like, hey, buddy, no sleeping here. And he gets up to his car and he looks in, and the guy's dead. And he's like, oh, fuck. There goes my lunch break. You know, anyone that's work knows that feeling. Like, ah, shit, there goes my lunch break. Well, but a cop saying it about a dead body just had me cracking up hysterically.
Hey, buddy, no sleep? Oh, fuck. There goes my lunch hour.
And watching my mom cringe at some of the gore scenes, it was really funny. My mom actually liked it. My mom, you know, it's a different mom. My dad seemed to like what he saw. He gets distracted, doesn't really care. But my mom enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I would highly recommend it for a gore fun film. And check out OD 666666 6 sixes if you haven't, because he's awesome, and this movie's awesome. And I thank him for recommending it to me. Sorry about this splattered everywhere review and the loud noise in the back. It's out of my hands. Thank you. Goodbye.